Whoa, a lot of brake stabbing here. What are we stopping for? Ooh, that was okay. And 30-kilometer playground zone over here. Doesn't see it. Hello, folks. Welcome back to another FSD supervised video. We are doing some city street driving right now. We're testing out v14 LITE, which I recently got a couple of days ago, or maybe 3 days ago, on our Model Y 2021. Yeah, with hardware 3. So yeah, this update is huge. It gets you bumped up from v12.6.4, I think, if I'm not mistaken, up to v14 Lite, and there's tons of changes. There's a lot of stuff in the release notes. My release notes are not coming up, so I'll just leave it there. We're doing some city driving right now. We've done a bunch of other tests. If you want to see them, just go to my channel and you see them. One of the things that is noticeable, you don't see any of the garbage bins anymore. So you can see the bins over here. I think they used to show up on V12. Now they don't. Hardware 4 is very similar. You don't really see those. But yeah, I've driven over this version for like maybe 400, 500 kilometers so far. I've driven mostly highway. I did a 200 kilometer plus streak also on it on V14 Lite, and you get the confetti after 100 kilometers. Um, we kind of get a little bit of an advantage over the Americans, where the Americans, I think it's 100 miles, then you get the confetti and the celebrations. But for us, it's only 100 kilometers, which is way less. Okay, so it's creeping forward, but there is a car on our left, or there are a couple of cars, 3 cars coming. And on our right hand side, there's also a few cars, and we are going to take a left. So it's clear now on the left hand side and right hand side, and we should be able to take this left turn. Very nicely done. We shouldn't really go over 30 because we're in a school zone, or yeah, a school zone. But it does that anyways because FSD does not really recognize those signs anymore. And if you want to ask me personally, yes, I did get a ticket because of that a while ago, but not on this car in hardware 4. So all right, folks. So, yeah, this version is very neat. It's there is a situation where when you have advanced green, you do end up not really getting stuck on, and it does like brake stab at that traffic light. I'm gonna try and simulate it here. Maybe if I can just disengage and get this to turn red for me, because there are no cars coming up. I think I should be able to get away with it. Get away with it. Get away with it. Come on, 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 come on. Yeah, and there is a car. Okay, there is a car behind me, so I'm gonna have to get away. Take a left here. Damn it! All right, I was very close, but a car came up behind me, and I can't really hold them up. Actually, I did hold them up. Never mind. All right, folks, if you like this video, please hit like and please subscribe to this channel. It will help me a lot and support me a lot so that I can grow and get some more views and get some more likes, and my channel can get more subscribers, and then I can probably get some more Tesla credits. And whoa, a lot of brake stabbing here. What are we stopping for? Nothing. There's literally nothing. Interesting. Okay. And you can see that we dropped all the way from 70 down to like 30. So yeah, and if I get some more credits, then I can subscribe for FSD more and make some more videos for you guys so that you guys can enjoy it. All right, what I'm gonna do over here is I'm gonna try and force it to go on this side because I want to do the advanced green again. And let me see if I can add this over here. Did it work? Yes, it worked. Okay, now I should get an indicator on, but I'm just gonna put it on myself. All right, let's see. The advanced green issue, I think it's back. It used to be there on hardware 3 long time ago. Oh, there's a cop in front of me, so I kind of messed up there. Hopefully he's not gonna ticket me. He's probably thinking, what the hell is this guy doing? Maybe he's testing FSD. Never mind. All right, so yeah, going back to topic, the advanced green When in Canada, maybe just in our area, I'm not too sure in other provinces, it's like a flashing green light, and you'll see it right now on the traffic light in front of us. And what happens is when the green light turns on, the car wants to go, and then when the green light turns off, it stops. So it does that. See, and you can see it here. Oh, okay. No, it does actually drive through normally. This time I couldn't really replicate it, but it happened like twice just before filming this. So yeah. Oh, I'm gonna bump it down here. There's construction zone. Never mind. The construction zone ends over there. So yeah, that's one of the situations what I noticed. I couldn't really simulate it there, but you just have to take my word for it. And now I think what I can do is I can remove this spot and then start going to this spot. All right. Okay, so we're coming up to our right here. And yeah, so you've got different speed profiles over here: hurry, standard, chill, and sloth. You've got your destination parking options. You've got a selection of driveway, parking lot, street. If you are parking at a supercharger, you have the supercharger, and I've tested that on our road trip, and you can, and it backs into a supercharger. It doesn't do it perfectly, but I didn't have any parking issues with this version so far. Some people are reporting that it doesn't see things like trash cans and poles and stuff like that, but I don't know. Um, I think hardware 4 is very similar, to be honest. Sometimes it sees things, sometimes it doesn't. Once in my hardware 4, for example, I parked in a way where there was a kind of like a little block or blockade of barrier of some sort. Ooh, that was okay. I had to look behind me. There was no car, so I was like, okay, let's let it do what it needs to do. But I think that was a little bit too harsh. What do you guys think? But there was a guy with a scooter, so that must have like amped up the sensitivity on that traffic light change. Yeah, I mean, regardless, it would have been okay if it went. It wouldn't have been okay. It would be okay stopping as well. But if there was a car behind me, I don't know. Maybe that's a little bit too much. But yeah. Anyways, so yeah, when with my hardware 4, I was parked right there. There was a kind of like a small barrier in front of me. It doesn't see it because it doesn't have a camera in the front. Well, mine doesn't, but the new cars do. But I don't think they use them yet. So regardless, when I started FSD, thank God I was paying attention because the car started going forward, and I was like, "Oh no, you got to reverse, buddy." So then I had to disengage and reverse it. But yeah, you have to pay attention. Always pay attention when you have FSD. It's very easy to get carried away and not pay attention because it just drives so well, like for the most part. If you look at the stats on my hardware 4 FSD, I drive it like over 95%, I think, it's been driven with full self driving. And when you're driving that much with AI, you kind of get complacent. Like, whether you like it or not, it does happen. You get normalized to being driven safely from destination to destination, with the caveat that sometimes it can screw up and really cause some damage. So yeah, safety first. Regardless, I've never been in a situation where, well, I really shouldn't say that. I think with pedestrians, you could end up with being like very close calls. Like sometimes, especially with like crossings like this, for example. Hopefully, we'll get into a situation. Um, but yeah, like when you get into a crossing and then someone's crossing and they're like not really in front of you yet, it does still like drive through. And 30-kilometer playground zone over here doesn't see it. I'm gonna really push the brake on that because we're flying way over 50, and that's not safe at all. Especially on my wallet because I might get a ticket. So that guy wants to cross. They can see, like it literally sees the person but doesn't stop. And these are some of the things that I really don't like. Like if you see someone and there's nobody behind you, there's like no cars behind you or whatever, just stop. Like what's the point of driving? Anyways, so that's just me. I'm just ranting a little bit now, but Yeah, this is FSD. This is the life of full self driving right now. Let's see where are we gonna go. See, for example, I can't do a U-turn from here. Oh, oh, oh! What's it trying to do? It's kind of confused. Interested to see what's the. Oh yeah, that is the way it's supposed to go. So yeah, it kind of found this weird U-turn kind of situation over here that it can take advantage of. There's no cars on my left or my right. We're on a complete pause. Oh, there's a car on my right. I didn't even see that car myself. Yeah, yeah. Okay, that's good. Well done, FSD. So yeah, city streets, city navigation is okay. Um, yeah, parking playground zone still not fixed. We really need that to be fixed for like complete. Like I think that's the highest disengagements that I've got. That and parking. So Elon did say, if you guys follow on X or heard anyone say that, mention it. Elon did say that it's gonna start remembering where you park, preferred parking spots and locations and stuff like that, which is amazing. And I don't know how they're gonna do that because I've got even like waypoints with preferred parking spots. So if you see Safeway PP, that's my preferred parking in Safeway, which is close to my home area. So now that there's a car in front of me, it's gonna slow down because obviously it's not gonna hit that car in front of me. But otherwise, it's just gonna blast through this playground zone over here. So yeah, like when I have that saved parking, preferred parking, every like maybe version update or every like little bit of period that passes by, I find that spot jumps around, like moves to another area where it's not my preferred parking anymore. So it does change a little bit. So I'm not too sure what the reason behind that is, and uh, and that makes me curious. How are they gonna do that? Um, that how are they gonna make Tesla or like full self driving um, know exactly where you're going to um, know exactly where do you like your preferred parking, because if it's based on GPS, I'm not too sure that's going to be accurate enough. So yeah, that's just a little bit of thought or like a little bit of an um, little bit of a discussion around that piece. Other than that, I don't really find any other issues. I really like that I have the speed profiles on driving on city streets, because previously on version 12, and I used it for like a couple of weeks, just here and there, a little bit before getting v14 LITE, because I wanted to reserve the spot to get it before the branch update goes way beyond the point where I can get it. So yeah, I used V12 for a bit. I didn't like that it doesn't have speed. You choose speed profiles, and normally in city driving, I'd love to have. Let's see how it's gonna do this. There's some incoming cars, so it does see it beyond the car that's turning there, so it does that very nicely. Um, yeah, on hardware 4, I always use Mad Max or Hurry. Mostly right now, I use Hurry on hardware 4 as well in city driving, because it's kind of like a good compromise between standard and Mad Max. And I feel like on Mad Max, it does do unnecessary like lane changes that even puts it in a worse situation um, than before. So I kind of didn't like that, so I put it back on Hurry, and I find it to be a sweet spot for that. Other than that, on v14 LITE as well, I've done some highway testing, so you can watch the video on my channel as well. But I did notice that construction zones doesn't handle that very well on the highways, so it doesn't really pick the sweet speed spot, the speed, um, the sweet spot for the speed on the highway with construction coming in. And we've got a lot of construction on highways these days, especially with summer in Canada. That's when they do most of the work. So yeah, so that's a little bit about V14. Hope you guys like this video. If you do, please support me by using my referral link. It'll help me a lot. And if you can, also please hit like and please subscribe to my channel. It'll help me a lot as well. And you hope you folks like this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a nice day.